Imagine a group of killer whales, powerful and majestic creatures of the ocean, trapped beneath a vast expanse of ice. This is the situation unfolding in the icy waters off the coast of Hokkaido, Japan. 10 of these magnificent animals, including young calves, find themselves ensnared in a desperate fight for survival. Their plight, a stark reminder of the power of nature and the vulnerability of even its mightiest inhabitants, has captured the attention of the world. The whales are confined to a small opening in the ice, a shrinking pocket of air and water in a sea of frozen white. They are unable to break free, their powerful bodies rendered helpless by the unforgiving grip of the ice. The situation is critical. Time is of the essence, and the fate of these magnificent creatures hangs precariously in the balance. The alarm was first raised by a local fisherman braving the frigid waters off the coast of Hokkaido. He noticed a pod of killer whales behaving unusually, their movements restricted, their usual playful energy replaced by a desperate struggle for air. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, he immediately contacted the authorities. His quick thinking offered a glimmer of hope for the trapped whales. News of the trapped whales spread quickly, reaching the ears of Wildlife Pro LLC, a local organization dedicated to marine research and conservation. Researchers from the organization rushed to the scene hoping to assess the situation and offer assistance. Using drones, they captured heartbreaking footage of the whales' plight, their large, dark bodies stark against the white ice, their blowholes breaking the surface for precious breaths of air. The footage, shared worldwide, has galvanized a wave of concern and support for the trapped whales. The whale's struggle is evident in every movement. The icy breath of the whales forms fleeting clouds in the frigid air, a testament to their diminishing time and shrinking refuge. These animals, accustomed to roaming vast distances in the open ocean, find themselves confined to a space barely large enough to accommodate their massive bodies. Their dives, once graceful and prolonged, are now desperate gasps for air. The whales are forced to surface frequently, their large bodies jostling for space in the shrinking opening. The sound of their blows, usually a resonant call echoing across the waves, is now a heart-wrenching symphony of distress. Adding to the urgency of the situation is the presence of calves among the trapped whales. These young whales, still dependent on their mothers for survival, are particularly vulnerable in this harsh environment. Their smaller bodies possess less blubber for insulation against the cold, making them more susceptible to hypothermia. Their reserves of energy are also lower than those of their adult counterparts, making it harder for them to survive for extended periods in these cramped and unforgiving conditions. The sight of these young animals, struggling to stay afloat alongside their mothers, has sparked a particular wave of concern among rescuers and the public alike. Section 5. The response. A community mobilizes. The plight of the trapped whales has sparked a wave of concern and action in Japan and beyond. Local officials, scientists, and conservationists have come together in a desperate attempt to free the animals. Time is of the essence, and every moment counts in this race against the elements. However, the challenges are daunting. The remote location, the treacherous ice conditions, and the sheer size and power of the whales make any rescue operation incredibly complex and risky. Despite the obstacles, the rescue teams remain committed to exploring every possible option, driven by a shared determination to save these magnificent creatures. Section 6. The Power of Nature Wind, a beacon of hope. Amidst the challenges, a glimmer of hope lies in the forces of nature themselves. Officials are pinning their hopes on a change in wind direction, praying for a shift that could potentially break up the ice and create a passage for the whales to escape. The wind, a force capable of both destruction and salvation, holds the key to their freedom. For now, all eyes are on the skies, anxiously watching for any sign of the wind that could turn the tide and offer these captive giants a chance to return to the open ocean. Section 7. A history of entrapments, a recurring nightmare. This is not the first time killer whales have found themselves trapped by sea ice in this region. The treacherous waters off the coast of Hokkaido have witnessed similar incidents in the past, some with tragic outcomes. In 2005, a pod of orcas met a heartbreaking end after being trapped in drift ice off the same coast, their desperate struggle for survival ending in tragedy. These recurring incidents highlight the vulnerability of these creatures to the unpredictable forces of nature, even in their natural habitat. They serve as a stark reminder of the delicate balance that exists in the natural world, a balance that is increasingly threatened by a changing climate. Section 8. Climate change, a looming threat. The entrapment of the killer whales off the coast of Hokkaido is a stark reminder of the far-reaching impacts of climate change. While sea ice is a natural occurrence in this region during winter, recent years have seen unusual and unpredictable ice formations. Scientists believe that these changes in ice patterns, driven by warming ocean temperatures, are making such entrapments more frequent and more severe. The plight of these whales serves as a powerful symbol of the urgent need to address the challenges of climate change and protect the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems. It is a call to action for individuals, communities, and nations to come together and work towards a sustainable future, not just for ourselves, but for all creatures that share our planet. Section 9. Our call to action: protecting our planet, saving our whales. The plight of the trapped killer whales in Japan is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our world. It is a call to action for each and every one of us to become more aware of our impact on the planet and to take steps to protect the natural world. We must reduce our carbon footprint, support sustainable practices, and advocate for policies that protect our environment. Every effort we make, no matter how small, can make a difference in the fight against climate change. Let the plight of these magnificent creatures be a catalyst for change. Let us work together to ensure that the oceans, our planet's lifeblood, remain a safe and thriving habitat for all marine life, now and for generations to come.